It's M.A. checking in. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at M.A_the_artist and at Word Games ABG. And yesterday I just went and saw the new Men in Black, and I mean, it wasn't bad. It was all right. It wasn't memorable, you know. Like I think the third Men in Black, I think that one was kind of whack when they like went back in time. This movie wasn't bad. It just wasn't that like memorable to me. Like, and then, you know, it's just not the same without Will, man. It's not the same without Will. And I think if they would have had like Gary Gray directing like the one before, and having Will, I think it would be straight. But because they didn't, it just wasn't. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't that memorable to me. I mean, that's on my own personal opinion. Somebody else could think, you know, it was really good, and it was good. But you know, it's just like, oh, it's not a movie I would go see twice. Tisa, I think that's how you say her name, Thompson. Man, she is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. So that was like one highlight. I'm sure for the women, Chris Hemsworth, you know, did his thing for the women. So pretty much the story was they got attacked by these creatures called the Hive in the beginning, and Chris Hemsworth and Liam Neeson's character, they stopped the Hive, and then throughout the the movie, she actually, Tisa, I hope I'm saying her name right, but Tisa's character, she is, you know, she ended up having an encounter with an alien when she was really young, and they zapped her mom and dad. Well, neuralized her mom and dad, but she didn't get neuralized, so she remembered the monster and had an interaction with them. So like her whole life, she was trying to, get into MIB, or at least try to find them. And she was like going through the CIA and FBI, and it didn't work. So she just so happened to like make this little tracking device of an alien, and ended up stumbling into a little MIB investigation. And then she became, they put her like on this little probationary thing, and she became a MIB agent, but on the probation. So she starts working with Chris Hemsworth's character, and through the movie they have to like, it's like a high royalty dude, and they have to keep him safe. But it was like the Hive again came back, but they were like controlling these things like they kind of like look like the universe, so it was kind of weird. But they was like trying to get this super high-tech weapon that could like destroy like solar systems or whatever, and the only person that the alien they were trying to trusted was Tisa's character, because he felt like Chris, he had like changed or whatever like that. So the weapon gets stolen from them. They end up being under attack by MIB, yada yada, and then finally towards the end, they get the weapon back. But as they get the weapon back, they get attacked. They end up finding out there's a leak in MIB, and the leak actually ended up being Liam Neeson's character, because he was actually under control by the Hive, and he neuralized Chris. That's why he didn't like really remember anything, and they felt like that why he changed, because he got neuralized. So after that, they end up fighting Liam Neeson, killing him, and Liam Neeson kind of like snaps back just for a moment to give them an opportunity to take the weapon back. And then at the end, she becomes a full-fledged member, and Chris Hemsworth's character becomes the new leader of MIB in London. That's pretty much what happened. That's the short story. Of course, there's a whole lot of extra stuff that's in between that you know, I don't want to spoil all the movie, but just give you a little brief overview. So yeah, like I said, it was cool. I mean, it just wouldn't be a movie I would see again. I mean, it'd be cool if it had all them characters, and you know, my boy Will was still in it, but it was still good. It was well shot, well directed. You know, of course, this is also about cars too. So you know, they had the new RCF in there, so that was pretty dope. But I mean, I suggest going to check it out. It was definitely like a B minus. You know, I think it probably would have been like more like an A. If I didn't have like an attachment to Will Smith already being in there, like the same way I felt about Aladdin. It was like Aladdin wasn't the same for me because, you know, it wasn't Robin Williams, you know, it wasn't like, but that's the thing, you know, you can't come in with the same expectations. You go get the same thing from that on this. So, you know, check it out. It's a good movie, and you know, tell me what you think in the comments. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at M.A._the artist and at War Games ABG. And I'll see you beautiful people later. Thank you.